Namaste, dear American brothers and sisters. I got my new friend Kingston, who is a consultant in a company. Actually, he told me do not tell the company name. So he's gonna give you three tips to survive as a CEO of your company. So go ahead, Kingston.
Hey my friends, we are the Stranger Group and today I want to talk with you about how to become the boss of your own organization. In other words, today I'm going to tell you about how you can become the CEO of your business, the president, the leader, and whatever title you plan to use because I run my own company and I have a lot of people who come and help me to do the right thing at the right time in the right way. So, listen up as I give you these very wonderful tips that will help you to become your own boss. The first tip is to accept the challenges. Now when you're the CEO of your own company, there is going to be people coming at you from all different directions wanting what you have. Some people are gonna be jealous, some people are gonna want you to do something that you don't feel comfortable doing. You know you have to be willing to take on the challenge, you have to be willing to wake up early, stay up to date, you have to be willing to go without food too, to hold your bathroom breaks, to sacrifice yourself on the highest level. If you want to become the CEO of your own business, you will be facing tons of pressure. You'll have to hire the people, fire the people and make executive decisions that only you in your organization are capable of making. When you're the CEO of your company, you must live fearlessly. You must be able to travel on command even when your schedule doesn't even permit it. If someone says come out to Miami right now, you have one day, you have to book the ticket, fly out there with your team and be willing to present or do something that the person is asking you if it's a big enough opportunity. You must be prepared at all times. I will give you a clear example of a president or prime minister of their country. Now, when these worldly leaders wake up, they don't necessarily have the option to do whatever they want. They can't just say, well, I want to go play golf right now, or I want to spend some time with my wife or husband. They must act according to their schedule, according to their itinerary. They must move with the flow. They cannot question the things that are going on in their life. They must accept the challenge and be willing to do the things that the people are asking them to do because they're there to serve the public. The second tip is to make fast decisions. Now the mass majority of people don't even know how to make decisions, and as a big leader yourself, you have to make fast decisions. So not only do you have to know how to make decisions, but you have to make them utterly fast. So, for instance, when you wake up, you cannot decide what you want to eat for breakfast, or if you want to work out or not today, or if you should click on a headline. You have to know exactly what you want. You have to be prepared. You have to mentally train yourself, so you can always be ready to make those quick trigger decisions. There is a research study that shows that the average person makes a couple hundred decisions every day. The average CEO makes tens of thousands of decisions a day because they have to constantly be monitoring what is going on and be ready to pull the trigger on any necessary decision even if they don't have enough information to make that decision. I will give you a good example of a leader of their sports team. Let's say they are a quarterback in American football and they have to make quick decisions in game time. The pressure is on and they have to be willing to know who to throw the ball to, or when to run, or when to make a certain move at any particular moment. Someone playing basketball, they have to know when to take the shot, when to make the pass, when to play defense. Someone was playing baseball, they have to know when to swing the bat. The soccer player needs to know when to kick, when to pass, how to conserve their energy, and when the pressure comes on, these athletes must be prepared to be able to take on the challenge to win for their team. The third tip is to listen carefully. You see, a lot of times people don't know how to listen. They listen to respond, they don't listen to understand, and so you have to be willing to listen if you want to become the CEO. Even if you know you're right, because so many people have opinions and you must be willing to accept them and alter your perspective so that you can become a much better person. I learned that the best listening comes when you listen with your eyes, when you're able to look someone in the eye and hear their full story without saying a word at all. When you listen with your eyes, you are able to help the other person understand that you care about what they're saying and you're there to help them to solve any concerns that they might have. Another important aspect is to realize that you're always under scrutiny, so you have to listen to what the critics and haters are saying. Sometimes they're whispering because they're always watching what you say or what you do or how you react, how you respond to certain situations that people are gonna write about you. People are gonna talk about you, and in this online world, you're going to see a lot of comments. If you plan to be famous, so you must be prepared. You must listen to what they are saying, because sometimes they might say in an evil way or a way that doesn't seem like they love you. But you have to be willing to hear them out. You have to be willing to understand and make adjustments along the way. Let me give you a clear example. Let's say someone like a very beautiful girl, Jennifer Lawrence, comes out with a new hit, and all of a sudden within the first few hours there are millions of people that are attracted to. It is obvious there's gonna be thousands of people who leave their comments, and many of these comments are going to be ignorant. Many of them will make no sense at all, and some of them will be downright disgusting. Now, Jennifer Lawrence is not going to go through the comments section and try to evaluate her options and hear everyone out on that day, but throughout time, as she becomes better, I guarantee you that she will read some of those comments and be able to make some adjustments as she creates more hits for the people. If this video deserves a like and subscribe, then do the same.